It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. CD, it's been a tough few years here in Houston. 4-4-3. Those are their win totals the last 3 seasons. But in is DeMeco Ryans as head coach. What do you think he brings to the table?
And it's interesting you brought up the number 3 because DeMeco Ryans is the 3rd head coach in 3 seasons for this team. What he brings to the table: toughness, organization, and hope. He wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, the team he played for.
And for the visiting Cardinals, this is a team in flux a little bit. J.J. Watt retired. There's a new coaching staff in place. They've got some work to do to turn around what was a 4-13 campaign in 2022.
I remember this franchise won 11 games in 2021, but everything's new now. Head coach, the way they're going to run things on offense, style of play on defense, but sometimes that change can be really good.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the number 1 overall pick. He went number 2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go again with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Stroud on 3rd down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Here's Moore on the return. Shoves him aside near the 35. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Murray now to throw. That's complete to McBride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on: catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. Goes right back to McBride. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. At the 8-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get this to Conner underneath. Touchdown, Cardinals! James Conner from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield? They're eligible too.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Texans nothing. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Holding, receiving. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On first down, here's Stroud. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik Collins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Murray. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I mean, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Tank Dell. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Murray now on 1st down. Screen pass to Connor. Pushes past him, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Murray. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, Murray. And to the left side here, Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Every day, let's do what we do every day. Let's go. I got you, baby. Let's go, fellas.
2nd down and 3. Here's Murray. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray to air it out again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
First down, Cardinals.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Oh, some strong running. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Murray.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Murray. Catch made right side by Wilson.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 4. Murray a give. This is Connor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll try and run forward with Connor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Texans will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. First and 10, it's Stroud. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Me and you, baby.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Stroud now on 2nd down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a dump off here complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing now is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Connor up the middle. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Prater's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So Stroud and the Texans down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now Stroud. He'll get this complete to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's 1st down. Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw with Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Stroud, he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Stroud back to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.